Good morning, everybody. Today, I, KUSHA Singh, Assistant Professor of Department of Social Work of Uttarakhand Open University, I am going to talk about group work and stages of group development. There are total 5 stages in group development, as you can see: forming, storming, norming, performing, and adjourning. Today, we will learn about these 5 stages in group development. As we walk forward in the process of group development, we will talk about Bruce Tuckman. Bruce Tuckman gave us this theory of group development, which he said forming, storming, norming, performing, and adjourning. In 1965, he developed this theory, and today we will learn about this in a better manner. So Gorland also gave us 5 stages in group work. He described more on these stages, as he said the forming stage to be the orientation, the first stage where the people meet and they form a group. Then we talk about storming as a power struggle stage, where there is a struggle between power, different roles and responsibilities. Then we talk about norming stage, where the cooperation happens, integration happens, and the group finally comes into certain they form certain norms, and they finally come into certain form, and then they make their own process. Then we talk about the synergy, that is performing stage. As we have completed the first 3 stages, the 4th stage is the most important stage, that is performing stage, that is synergy, where the group forms one particular they work towards one particular goal. Then we talk about adjourning stage, that is the closure. As the word says, closure, this is the end of our group work. So as we talk about group work, I would like to say that man is a social animal. No matter where we go, we form certain groups, we form certain communities, we form certain societies. As we talk about social work, we also talk about group work. Group work is a very essential part of our social work. So the first part of our group work, group development process, it is the forming stage, as we just said, orientation stage. This is a very new stage, a very young group forms. There are different people. There is a particular leader of the team, and the leader has high dependence. All the group members are only dependent on the guidance and direction of this leader. The leader has to be prepared with all the answers, because since there are different individuals, different types of individuals, they have different roles and responsibilities. Everybody will have certain power, everybody will have certain lacuna in their work. So the leader has to be very clear with what person has to do. Therefore, in the very first stage, the individual's roles and responsibilities are unclear, the team members. Okay. So at this stage, there are a lot of confusion that happens. And students, I would like to say that this is a stage which is the beginning of the stage, beginning of group work. So there a lot of groups, they divide also, they form. This is just a forming stage. Then we will talk about storming stage, the power struggle. This is the second stage which every group goes through. So here the team which in the earlier stage, it was just new, it had unclear rules, unclear responsibilities, unclear roles. But here the rules will be set, the roles will be set, the people will talk about in their group. So there are different problems, different conflicts that happen. Everybody will voice their opinions in this stage, and all the conflict arises in this particular process. The role of the leader has to be very guiding role, and it is a difficult transition, as the newly formed stage has now started to talk more. They start speaking freely about their opinion. They're highly opinionated, and they're open-minded. So this is a very essential stage. Then we talk about the norming stage, the third stage. This is a very important stage. At this point, all the conflicts now have been resolved. All the people who had to raise their voice, now everybody will listen to each other, and they do it in a constructive manner. Now all the problems that they had in the previous stage, they will come to a solution, right? This is a norming, as the word said, norming stage, cooperation and integration. At this stage, the team leader will give them more, will give the team more autonomy. It will give team more independence, that the team, the group in itself form their own rules. They form their own ideas, that what values they have to set up for themselves. They have to set up their own standards and methods. Therefore, this is the stage where the role of team leader, at this stage, the team leader has to take a step back and the group has to form its own rules. Therefore, we have to say this group, therefore, we have to say this stage as the norming stage. Then we come to the most important stage, that is the performing stage. As the name in itself says, that this is a stage where the group now performs. Now the first stage was forming, they were all coming together. In the second stage they had storming, they were fighting, they had conflicts. Then the third stage they had resolution of because of the conflicts, they had resolution. But now they have to achieve their common goal. Why did they all came together? They had to achieve one particular goal, right? That is why they formed a group. So in social work there are a lot of group work that we have to go through. I would like to give one example of Chak De India. I hope you all must have seen that movie. So in Chak De India also we see how all the team members came from different places of India. They came together, they had fights, they had power struggle. Somebody wanted to be a goalkeeper, somebody wanted to be a striker, somebody wanted to be a midfielder. But what happened? They fought, and then they made what happened in the middle of that? They formed their own synergy. They made their group nicely. They understood the different roles and responsibilities, how one person is more important, how one person has to do certain role. There was nobody who was very important. Everybody in the group is very important. So in this final stage we talk about the performing, as this is the time that the group has to work on their performance and they have to achieve their goal. And then the final stage comes, adjourning stage. This stage is the fifth stage, and here the group completed its task successfully. Once the task is completed, the purpose is fulfilled, then everybody can move on to the new things. And this is a farewell time of the group. This was not part of the Tuckman's theory in the beginning, but Bruce Tuckman refined his theory in 1975, and then he also added adjourning part as an important part of the group development part. So this is the end of it. Thank you very much. I really hope all your problems with group work will be resolved by now. All the very best.